Oh, she looks like death.
They say she knows the killer.
Freak.
Who does she think she is?
Oh.
Never did trust her.
Only good for one thing.
Mary? Mary!
It's late. You should be home.
I wrote something. Well, I had a bit of help, but the words are mine. I wanted to read it to you. Dear Mary, I don't like seeing you sad. I wish you would be happy again. Love, Kitty. P.S. I miss reading with you. It's not very good, I know. I probably made mistakes and all. Please, tell us what's wrong, Mary. Maybe I could help. Is it Mr. Jenkins? He's left, ain't he? His dog and all. Pretty thing she was. Everything'll be all right.
Kitty, please. I thought I could help. They told me they could, but I can't. Mo will die and it'll be my fault. My fault. Oh, God. Please. You shouldn't be around me, Kitty.
Don't say such things. You're a good person, Mary.
Always knew you were stupid.
I ain't stupid. You know why? 'Cause you showed me I ain't. That's right. When no one gave a brass farthing for me all my troubles, you did. You taught me to read, and now I can. It's like this whole other world's opened up. It's like I can see things that weren't there before. That's all because of you. No one else. Mary, what's wrong?
They were a classroom. There were children. You're their teacher.
Don't be daft. I can barely write my own name.
Kitty, I seen it. It's you.
Mary, I think you should go lie down.
No, there's no time. I have to go find them.
Who?
Sir Lancelot and Lady Fey.
Of course you do. How silly of me.
Oh, it's worse than it sounds.
I'm sure it is. Be careful, Mary.
I'll be fine.
Oh, you know they ain't in the bells no more, don't you? Waldron were right cross when they upped and vanished.
I've got an idea who might know.
I'm afraid your journey has been wasted, Miss Kelly. Lac refuses company.
Where's Fey?
I don't know. Something happened between them. He would not give me the details.
Surely they've argued before.
Not like this, they haven't. He's not even interested in fucking. It's most tiresome.
Fey's out there on her own. She'll be feeling rotten as all hell.
Oh, Lac is soothing the savage beast with an ocean of claret as we speak.
Mr. Lac, please. Whatever's happened, it can't be that bad. Merlin's still out there. We must stop him.
Where will you search?
I'll try the bells first, see if anyone's seen her.
Back again already, Mary?
Mr. Jenkins sends his apologies.
Not man enough to come in person?
He's too ashamed.
I should think so.
I'm looking for his dog. He's lost her.
Not seen him or his blasted dog since they vanished without so much as a goodbye. You offer your distinguished clientele the best hospitality? That's the thanks you get. Well, he's not welcome back under this roof, that's for sure. If you see him, you can tell him. And while you're at it, you can give him this. Glad to be shot of the pair of them.
You're all art, Mr. Waldron.
Yeah, well, I'll keep an eye out for her. How's that for heart?
Fit to burst in.
Evening, miss.
Charlie, keeping out of mischief, I hope.
I was trying. Mischief has a knack of finding me, though.
Oh, I'm sure.
Surprised you ain't at church.
Bit late for prayers.
Oh, she dead then?
Is who dead?
Mr. Jenkins's hound.
Charlie, what the bloody hell are you talking about?
I saw the vicar carrying her into the church not more than half hour ago. Sorry, miss. I thought you knew.
Oh, Mary. I prayed someone would come soon. I found her in the dankest of streets. I thought her to be a pile of rags, but something compelled me to stop.
Thank God you did, sir.
We should fetch her master.
He won't care, I'm afraid.
Listen how the poor creature whines.
We need blankets, sir, to keep her warm.
Yes, of course. I shall find some.
It's all right, Lady Fey. You're safe. Lac, with Miss Eve. Refuses to see anyone. Oh, God, what are we to do? Fey? Blood Ayworth. Go! Hold on!
Blood Ayworth? I know you're in there. Let me in, please. I need help.
Come in. Not seen you for a while, Mary. I was beginning to worry. Care to blow a cloud with me? Eucalyptus and clove. Very soothing.
Not now. It's Lady Fey.
Oh, what's the matter?
Her and Mr. Lac have had a blow-up. He won't have nothing to do with her.
Oh, but they're bound together.
I know. I've never seen her this poorly.
Well, if Sir Lancelot refuses to see her, there's not a great deal I can do. Afraid I don't condone bewitching potions, Mary. No matter how dire the consequences.
I just want her to be well.
Now, this isn't permanent, but it'll work for a short while. Hopefully Lady Fey and Sir Lancelot will patch up their differences, and this will all be forgotten.
Thank you, Blood Ayworth.
Good heavens! She is being restored before our very eyes.
I have not known pain like that before. Thank you does not seem enough.
I should never have run off. I'm so sorry.
Oh, none of this is your fault, Mary. Do you hear me? It is my doing.
What has happened between you?
Oh, Mary, I do not know where to begin. What is falsehood or truth anymore? I'm not certain.
Is it something to do with this? The wild-eyed man? I think you were wearing it.
Oh, then it was not Merlin you saw, but Arthur.
Mr. Dulac were fighting him. He didn't... Oh, God.
Dulac was not the man he is today. That is who I created. Oh, so many terrible things have come to pass because of me. Maybe I do deserve to live like this.
No, don't say that. No one should be forced to live like someone they're not. So you were selfish. You're not now. Would a selfish person be blaming themselves?
You do not understand.
Oh, don't I? What's more selfish than leaving your child because your feelings are more important than hers? Or running away when there's a murderer out there killing women? Women like me? I didn't mean...
I'm sorry. Is this where you tell me it isn't too late? I can still earn my redemption?
Nah, you're fucked. Me too.
Nice to know I'm not alone.
If we stop Merlin, it won't have been for glory or guilt or some bloody curse. It'll be because it's the right thing to do.
Fuck the curse.
That's the spirit. Fuck guilt.
The right thing to do.
The right thing to do.
For you to have made that potion on your own is remarkable. Every day that passes, your power grows. Bear in mind, this is without any tuition. With proper guidance, Mary, you could become quite formidable. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Now, we know your power works via touch.
Dreams as well.
True, but we have at least some measure of control of the former.
Ooh, what if I go out and touch people in the street? Like I did before, except not by accident.
thousands of women. We could be out there weeks.
You ain't got any of his old wands lying about, I take it?
No one uses wands, Mary. But it is interesting you say that. I never considered your power working with possessions.
Yeah, this thing's over 1,000 years old, right?
I'm trying to concentrate.
Just queer how it looks like it was made last week.
It's probably enchanted. Mary, that's it! You clever girl! There is only one person Arthur would have allowed to enchant this.
You think? Let's try it.
Are you sure?
No, but it's all we got. Come on, you said I needed to be taught. So teach me.
Very well. Take the tunic in both hands. Make yourself comfortable. Take deep breaths. Your mind will want to go. You have to let it. Do not resist. What's the matter?
That felt strange.
It will only get stranger, I'm afraid.
Let me try again.
Mary?
Faye?
I'm here, Mary.
Faye? Where are you?
I'm right here.
I can't hear you.
Shit.
It's dark and cold. So very cold. I'm scared.
Be brave.
I can see a light. Flickering almost. It's getting nearer. Oh, there's someone here with me. It must be him. Ah!
Mary!
He cut me!
Bring your mind back, Mary. Now!
Oh, Faye, where are you? I don't know how to get out. Don't leave me here, please. Oh, fucking hell! My hand is bloody bleeding!
Thank heavens it is only your fingers.
He's desperate, Faye. I could feel it.
He could be out there this very moment.
Then let's go stop him.
How?
I'll put myself on display. Draw him out.
You can't.
It's my decision, and I say I can.
Why, miss? Care to drain me baubles for me?
Oh, fuck off.
Never met a fussy tart before.
I'm busy.
Doing what?
I can do something with your baubles, but it will be far less enjoyable.
Maybe later then.
Forget Merlin. All I'm attracting is drunks.
Maybe we should try somewhere else.
I think you could be right.
Wretched beast.
Excuse me?
The creature speaks.
You can hear her.
He can.
What unholy portent is this?
Sir, the hound ain't taken with evil spirits. Well, maybe a little.
Stay back, whore!
Yeah, shove off!
Vile demons! You will not have me!
What in the buggery was that?
There is disease on him, in his lungs.
Hope it spreads to his prick.
Mary, I have passed this man before, and yet until now he was deaf to my voice.
He's using the arcane?
He must be.
Let's find out what for.
He was acting mightily suspicious.
Who's to say you don't know where Merlin is?
After him. His scent goes beyond this entrance.
Then so do we. Oh, it's locked. Look, there's an opening. I could climb through and let you in.
Is this wise, Mary?
Yes! Well, I need to find the key.
Mary! Come back through! Mary? I don't believe it. Dulac.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive them that trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen.
Dare she come here to make demands of me?
She's going to look for Fey.
It comforts me to know the animal suffers more from this separation than I.
I am to leave town on urgent business.
Now?
Lance, darling, I'm very sorry for whatever it is you refuse to tell me about, but I have affairs of my own.
She has lied. About who I am. Each day more comes back to me unbidden. His memories are now mine. I was glamoured. But Guinevere knew. I can see her face. Under me. Confused. Afraid. Telling me no.
Miss, the cab is here.
Lac.
Leave! As you always do.
You're not helping anyone by staying locked away like this. Go to Fey, speak to her.
Naturally, you take her side.
This has nothing to do with sides. My God, you truly are a child sometimes.
How dare you speak to me like that?
I shall speak to you however I wish. This is my home.
You would not ask me to go out there if you knew what this torment was like. I am not worthy.
A child spat at me today. Her mother said she had never seen an ape dressed in such finery. You do not know what it means to be unworthy in their eyes, Lac. You never will.
But I am Sir Lancelot.
No! Lac, you are not. You haven't been for centuries. Maybe you never were. All the knights of that world are gone, along with their kingdoms and their oaths. You are a man, no more, no less. There are events going on around you right now, things you can change. Instead, you remain drowning in the past, as you always have. Languish there if you wish. But I will not stay with you 1 second longer.
She mounted upon her lily-white steed, and he on his dapple grey. They rode till they came unto the seaside, 3 hours before it was day. Light off, light on thy lily-white steed, deliver it up unto me. For 6 pretty maidens I have drowned here, and thou the 7th shall be. He turned around his back to her, and bent down over the brim. She caught him around the middle so small, and bundled him into the stream. Lie there, you false-hearted man. Lie there instead of me. For 6 pretty maidens as thou wert drowned here, the 7th have drowned thee.
Mr. Lac, I've not seen you for weeks. I thought you'd left.
Leave? Without seeing you? Never. How goes it, my good man?
I was working as an apprentice to Mr. Hopkins. No more mudlarking for me.
Splendid news! A drink to celebrate.
Don't think I should, sir.
No. Quite right.
Is everything all right, sir? Mr. Dulac, you seem odd-like.
Ignore me. I am a fool.
I don't think you're a fool, sir.
Here. Take this.
Why, sir, that's most kind. Thank you. Wait till me ma and sisters see what I've brought home. We'll feast like kings and queens.
To the bells it is!
Well, 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 if it isn't Mary Kelly's dashing blonde.
I am owned by no one.
Every man has his master, sir. Perhaps you just need to find yours.
You misunderstand me on purpose.
There now, we're getting somewhere. What have they done to you? Wandering the streets alone, drunk, and obviously upset. Women can't possibly understand us, can they?
And you speak of things beyond your own understanding, boy.
That's a bad habit of mine, sir. My apologies. Now might be the time to put your faith in your fellow man, sir. I promise I can succeed where any woman has failed you. Or booze, for that matter, though I am partial to a drop of whiskey myself.
Oh, you think yourself above the influence of good alcohol and fine women?
Not above, just different. And with an open ear for a tale or two of woe, if it'd suit the gentleman.
And what will that cost me?
That depends on how woeful the tale turns out to be. But for you, well, let's just say I'd be happy to strike a bargain to carve this particular notch into my bedpost.
Consider it carved.
We have a deal?
We've reached an accord, yes.
How businesslike. If this is your bedside manner, then...
Now, boy.
Yes, sir. Where shall we begin? Don't tell me my dashing blonde is suddenly demure. Come now, why do you seem so afraid to say what you want?
I am not demure. Do not act as though you are my first, nor are you likely to be my last.
Then I am sure I am in for a treat. I don't make a habit of saying this, but if you wish to stop...
My thoughts clouded. It is as though a storm follows me wherever I go.
People come to me when they want to forget for a time. I'll take care of you for as long as you're in need of me.
A man should mind where he steps.
It is ill to keep a man from his liquor. Do not test me, oaf. I am in no... Where was I?
Sore head.
Saw everything.
I've never thought of vomiting on a copper's boots before. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, so they say.
I trust your presence here is for more noble efforts than mine own.
Chained myself to the Simmons factory gates.
The entrance has my sympathies.
Ah, bloody ha. They've been running the factory on 18-hour shifts, and nothing anyone can say will change their minds. If they don't listen, we'll strike work. Bastards won't be so happy when their jam ain't being made.
Constable, I must speak to Inspector Aberline at once. Mr. Lusk, may I ask what this concerns? I seem to be the recipient of the Ripper's latest correspondence.
It stands to reason, does it not, that when so little value is placed on us by the state, others should be encouraged to indulge in their own barbarism.
Mr. Lusk, I'm told you have evidence pertaining to the Whitechapel murders.
That I do, Inspector. Contained within this here box.
My God, man, what is that?
A kidney. Heavens above!
You're not a surgeon, Mr. Lusk. How can you be certain?
It was examined by Dr. Openshaw. He works at the London Hospital, curator of the Pathological Museum.
And please, tell me why the curator of the Pathological Museum was inspecting this before the police?
Ah, yes, there is an explanation.
Mr. Lusk, when exactly did you receive this package?
The 16th, sir.
Tuesday?
Evening? That's 3 days ago.
Thank you, Sergeant.
I may say I was most perturbed by it. Most perturbed. Not in my wildest nightmares could I ever imagine receiving such disgustingness via Her Majesty's post. You're lucky I did not throw it away.
I apologize if I appear insensitive. Was there anything else Dr. Openshaw concluded?
That it was part of a left kidney, and that it belonged to a female in the habit of drinking.
Why, Inspector, that certainly fits with Mrs. Eddowes.
That is not all. It arrived with a letter.
From hell, Mr. Lusk. Saw I send you half the kidney I took from one woman. Preserved it for you. T'other piece I fried and ate. It was very nice. I may send you the bloody knife that took it out if you only wait a while longer. Signed, Catch me when you can, Mr. Lusk.
Oh, I feel rather queasy.
We must take this into our custody as evidence at once.
Sooner it's out of my sight, the better.
If you could return tomorrow to make a formal statement, that would be most helpful.
Of course. Good evening, Inspector. Sergeant.
I'll have this sent to Dr. Brown immediately. Meanwhile, get in touch with the post office. See if anyone on duty that day can remember receiving this parcel.
Yes, sir.
You hear things like that, makes you wonder what the meaning of it all is.
I'll tell you what the meaning is.
Well?
There ain't none.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Of course you don't.
We're here to do better, be better.
Surely you're not asking me to put my faith in the general populace after kidney in a box.
All right. If it's all so pointless, why don't you end it then? Kill yourself.
Where's the fun in that? Wouldn't get to come in here then, would I?
Oh, of course. I could end it.
Here, I think you've got a taker.
Listen, sir, I didn't mean you.
Charming.
I didn't mean anyone.
I can end it.
No, you can't.
You do not understand. My being here is wrong. If I lift the curse, I can be at peace.
Hey, I told you being here is fun.
Curse? What in heaven's name are you talking about?
The creature and I are bound for eternity. It is what brought us to London.
Then get a divorce. I'm sure your wife isn't having the time of her life either.
I did not want it to end. But now, I see it must.
Christ, what have I done?
Ignore him. He's a fop. They're always carrying on like this. Few stanzas of Coleridge and he'll be right as rain by tomorrow.
I shall find you, wizard. That letter will tell me how. I beg pardon. Sergeant Gully?
I am not supposed to engage prisoners in conversation.
Can you not make an exception? For me?
I mustn't.
I will not speak of it, if you do likewise.
You're bold as brass, ain't you, Mr. Delac?
My health is much improved.
I am glad. No sickness?
Just embarrassment. It was no way for a gentleman to behave.
We've all had evenings like that. No one was hurt, that's the main thing.
Your words restore me, Sergeant. These damned bars. It would be better if I were closer. No?
That's out of the question.
I promise I will behave.
No point letting you out then, is there?
Sergeant! What a devilish mind you have. It should be you in here.
I must confess, it does seem wrong, you being caged. Like some beautiful bird. Not to mention, you're taking up valuable room. What if we should need that space for an hardened criminal?
One could walk through those doors at any moment.
It seems, Sergeant, you have only one course of action.
You are free to go, Mr. Delec.
We are but a moment together, and you send me away.
I have had fun. More than you would know.
Then why should it end?
Please. I know you just meant to get out, and I might be a fool, but I have feelings.
Yes, you do. It was unfair of me.
Maybe a little of me as well. Inspector said I could have released you an hour ago. I didn't want to spoil the view.
If this was indeed penned by Merlin Sand, it could lead me to him. Well, time to speak the damned words yourself. Mid arit saxe das word? No. Gruras in black ariten on lukath sehand. Sehand. Shit! A word here yara diffud me helpeth ariten path toyen dise aron bek burkire. It worked. By Christ, it worked. I beg pardon.
Come this way, sir. Step inside, and you shall witness horrors that no ordinary man could conjure.
What is this place?
The Looking Glass, sir, where those brave enough are given chance to glimpse into the darkest hearts and marvel at man's artistry. I can see you're intrigued. Come, take a closer look.
I seek the man guilty of these crimes. You know him.
No more than I do the devil himself.
Do not lie to me.
I swear on my little Lucy, I don't know him. All his carnage is just what I gleaned from the papers.
You have met no one of late to make you wary.
Yeah. Well, not so much wary as odd. He admired the paint in which I write these signs. Asked if it could be used for finer work, like letters and the such.
Who was this man?
I don't know. We were late. I had my back turned.
If I find you have lied, you will see what horrors man can truly conjure. I have you, wizard. You!
Mr. Dulac, this is what it looks like. I can explain. There's no need to unsheath your weapon, sir. Please, put it away.
You do the Ripper's bidding.
No, this is on my own initiative.
What of the kidney?
You know?
Answer me!
There's a surgeon in the city. He provided the organ. No one was harmed, though. It was from a corpse.
What is the reason for all this?
I must swear you to secrecy, sir. They'll hang me otherwise.
I swear nothing. Now speak.
You saw how lost I'd become. Resorting to the supernatural, for crying out loud. It was a dark time, the darkest. But in that despair, I had an epiphany. I remembered the reason I had embarked on this crusade in the first place. It was not merely to uncover wrongdoing. It was to make things better. The Ripper was my invention, but the public, they brought him to life. It was discussed in Parliament. Governments will act. Laws will be passed. Good can come of this tragedy. God, please, no!
It is a lie! The whole thing! How could you?
The truth cannot save us, sir. Only what people believe. That is all that matters.
Dulac! Thank heavens I found you. Whatever he's done, it will have to wait. Mary needs our help.
Leave while you have feet on which to run.
Dulac, we have no time to discuss this now.
Where?
The crypt. Under Christchurch.
Could you not have stopped her?
You have met Mary, haven't you? It is within your power to unlock the door. Repeat after me.
Du ure path negale, on bene and us alate forth common.
When did you...
Not now.
You evil bastard! You're gonna pay for what you've done!
Please, God, I meant no harm. You must believe me.
Mary! Fey! Oh, Mr. Dulac, how nice of you to join us.
I am here to help. Not that you look to be in much peril.
I have him.
Have who?
Who do you think? I touched his person and saw it. He hunted the women at night. I saw him covered in Eddowes' blood. Even saw him write those words on Galston Street. That's right. I saw it all.
But Merlin!
You said you smelt disease on him. He's using the arcane to heal himself. And for what better cause should Whitechapel's fallen meet their end?
Have you known her power to be untrue yet?
This will not end well for you.
God has forsaken me. And now the devil comes to taunt and torture.
Too fucking right. Women are dead by your hand.
Their existence was an affront to God's glory. Their souls will be damned along with yours.
Ah, you cunt! No!
Vile witch!
Mary!
God will not see me suffer. He arms me against the heathen.
What a pity then he has not armed you better. Yeah!
Oh, please, God! Mary, be well! Oh, thank God!
Bastard caught me with a good un.
Come, we must help Dulac.
Wait! I've seen this before. In my dreams. We have to find his coffin.
What? Whose?
John Hunter!
Lest your other arm be jealous.
Dulac! Lady Fey, we need to find this coffin.
Why?
We just do.
Ugh! As much as I'd like the chance to sink my claws into the man, I fear on this occasion they'll be better served elsewhere.
Go!
He's mine.
John Hunter! That's him! Mary, I found it! I would open it, but, well, pause.
Blasphemer!
Mary, look out! Mary, it's over.
I killed him.
You should prefer this to the alternative.
Some help, if you would.
I have seen many men in battle, Miss Kelly. You fought as well as any of them.
You weren't half bad yourself, Mr. Dulac. I'll, wait outside.
It will please you to know this eve, I too was in search of Merlin. If found, he was to end my life.
My God! Is that what I've driven you to?
Oh, how I would like to say yes. But in truth, it is the memory of mine own deeds that haunts. I could not see a way to live knowing what I had done. And yet, I find myself here, fighting, albeit poorly. That must mean something.
That bloody demon. If I could go back, I never would have asked it anything. Then all would be as it was. But it will never be the same, will it?
I cannot continue as I was. It is a different world I am in. It is time I began to live in it. Surely my lady did not think I meant alone.
Charlie! What brings you here?
Afternoon, Miss Kelly. I come with word from Mr. Lac.
Thank you.
He's waiting on you in Christchurch, miss. If that's all, I'll be off.
Thank you for coming.
I was wondering what I should do with it. You're not going to do anything foolish now, are you, Mr. Dulac?
I am not able even if I wanted to. Which I do not.
I'm glad.
I cannot deny what I did. But it is not the only thing I have done. There are worthier deeds to my name.
I've seen a few of them myself. Hey, things with you and Faye seem better.
She is being overly kind. Even gave me the bed.
Lucky you.
We know things will never be as they were.
Maybe they can be better. Not like you ain't got time to work it out.
Until the stars burn out.
Every now and then, I catch myself walking around with a big fucking grin on my face. And then I realise everyone's still terrified.
Life will resume. Trust me.
I hope so. I keep thinking I should go to Aberline. Tell him everything.
Please, I would prefer not to have to plan your escape from Bedlam.
I just want everyone to know it's over. To them, he's still out there, waiting.
The Ripper will fade from their minds before long, as it will yours.
I should be off.
What does the future hold for you, Miss Kelly?
Don't know. Who's that chap in that Scarlet book everyone was reading? Mr. Holmes. Yeah, maybe I could use my powers and be like him.
Why not?
We'll see.
Faye is expecting you in our room.
I'll pay her a visit.
Mary, I've been waiting for you. Come here and close your eyes.
Why?
Trust me. You can open them.
What's that?
A gift.
For me?
Yes.
What is it?
Oh, for heaven's sake, take it. Now, the tickets will take you as far as Dublin. I'm afraid from there you'll have to make your own arrangements, but the money enclosed should more than cover that. You're upset. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought... Oh, stupid idiot. Throw it in the fire. Forget it ever happened. Here.
Fuck off. It's the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me.
You like it then?
Very much.
Couldn't have done it without Dulac. He was fighting day and night at the docks.
Hold on. I can't go. What about Merlin?
Ah, all in good time. There are others who need you more now.
But I can help you.
You already have. More than you know.
I get to see my little girl.
You will. You're ready, Mary. There's nothing to fear now.
I'll miss you.
I'll miss you too.
What are you so happy about?
I'm going home.
Bloody hell, Mary, it's only Miller's Court.
I meant Ireland, Mr. Waldron. I've got a ticket and everything.
Ireland? Why, Mary, I'm lost for words.
You ain't the only one.
I shan't lie. I know my takings are going to suffer without you around. I mean, no one brings in the boozers like Mary Kelly. But when I think of all the terrible things that's happened this past year, well, I'm glad you're getting out.
Oh, I'll miss you, John, even if you are a miserly old sod.
The best of luck, Miss Kelly.
Mary, how good to see you again. Care for a spot of tea?
That'd be nice, thank you.
Harvested me own leaves last year. Although, be warned, some folk have a funny reaction to it. Say they see all sorts of colours.
On second thought,
You seem to be adjusting well, all things considered.
I think so.
You remind me of a blood Aworth. They lived a few thousand years ago now, by my reckoning. Saw out most of their days as a tree. Unmoving, silent, content to witness the rise and fall of the world. After their 351st birthday, they were cut down, sanded, and crafted into planks.
Bloody hell!
Oh, it was the Romans who did it. I forget the emperor. Tiberius, perhaps.
That's awful.
Oh, I only meant their life was suddenly changed. They had not asked for it neither.
That's so sad.
Oh, don't be sad. They were made into something after that. See? Happy ending. Yeah.
Made into what?
That doesn't matter, does it?
Bloody with?
A cross.
What type of cross?
A crucifixion type of cross.
Christ! Hold on, you don't mean...
The devil take it, no! It wasn't him. This story isn't going as I'd planned.
No, it isn't.
I'm sorry, Mary. I was only trying to comfort you. I should have kept my mouth shut.
It's fine. Actually, it's nice to be able to speak to someone.
Oh, you're welcome. Any time, little witch.
Get you a drink, Mary?
Oh, pour two and I'll join you.
You'll be here a while then.
Oh, you're like the ghost of Christmas past, you are.
Oh, shove off, Scrooge.
I see you ain't tailed by the hound. You give her back?
She had business to attend to. I'll send her your regards.
You were always an odd one, Kelly.
How is she?
How do you think?
Oh, you made the right decision, Sid, letting her stay.
Yeah, we'll see.
It'll pass, it always does. Ugh, you're a bloke, Sid. You'll never understand what birth is like for a woman.
What do you know?
You'll be surprised what I know, Mr. Young. Now get your head out of your arsehole for one moment and listen. I know it's been horrible for you, but whatever you're going through, Anna is feeling it tenfold. You're already a good father, Sydney. It's time to be a good husband. Oh, it's a shame I won't be around to see it.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
You ain't going nowhere, Mary. You'll be down them docks tomorrow morning bending my ear hole. You watch.
Good night, Mr. Young. Henry Hopkins, what's the cause of such a happy mood? How much beer you had?
It ain't like that, Miss Kelly. Between you and me, Miss Kelly, I've found myself a girl. And she ain't Agnes.
Have you forgotten all about her then?
Truth be told, I don't think I'll ever forget everything. You never forget your first love, Miss Kelly.
Ah, that you don't, Master Hopkins.
Clara is different. Her's a working girl. Her knows how to graft. Ain't Clara just the prettiest name?
Oh, take a look at yourself. You're smitten.
That I am, Miss Kelly.
Oh, well then. I pray you and Clara are very happy together.
So do I, Miss Kelly. I'll do me best. I know that much.
I've got some news, Henry. I worry mine ain't so happy as yours.
Everything all right?
I'm going home, Henry, and I don't know how long for.
Well, I never. Whitechapel won't be the same without you.
Bless you, Henry. Though I think the world will carry on just fine without me.
Bollocks, will it? Best of luck to you, Miss Kelly. Mary, you'll be missed.
Good evening, Mary.
Come to drown your sorrows, Mr. Leach.
A severe lack of work allows for it, so yes. I've been dealing with nothing more than scrapings off the floor. Perhaps I shall take a creative break, cleanse my mind of all this recent filth, eh?
Are you unable to feed yourself on floor scrapings, Mr. Leach?
You've no idea. I'm back on the straight and narrow, though I find I am completely unable to sustain myself on petty thefts and skirmishes alone. I need a good scandal to light my blood on fire. A murder. A scandalous, by-the-book murder.
Oh, and here's me thinking Whitechapel were enjoying the lull.
Conflict doesn't line your pockets as it does mine, Mary. Give some consideration to others' needs.
I'll bear that in mind, Mr. Leach.
You do. It will stand you in good stead.
Did the monk's hood stand you in good stead, Mr. Leach?
Ah, you've spoken to our dear Mr. Jenkins. I find myself wondering what else you may have stored away in that pretty little head.
Oh, you'll be surprised how much I know. Being uneducated and all.
If I'm to take your current escapades into consideration, I imagine you know more than I give you credit for.
Perhaps. Though you're one to talk of escapades, Mr. Leach.
If you must know, I have hung up that more unsavoury visage. It'll join the other skeletons in my cupboard as I walk a more enlightened,
Honest.
honest path.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it.
And what of you?
You're the detective in training, Mr. Leach. You tell me.
Keep well, Mary Kelly. I've enjoyed our chat.
What are you bothering me for anyway? To wish you well, you miserable cow. I'm going back to Ireland. Oh, Mary. Couldn't leave without saying goodbye to my chum. You look after yourself, you hear me? Are you crying? Am I hell? Fuck off now, you're ruining me night. Take care, Aoife. Would you take a look at that? Oh, you'll be a professor in no time.
Oh, Mary, stop. You're making me blush something fierce.
You look so well.
I feel well. The season's been good to me, Mary. I've doubled my usual stock money and more.
Blimey. How have you managed that?
I hate to say it, and Lord forgive me for it, but those sweet ladies who were so violently killed were the ones that did it. Miss Eddowes' funeral was attended by so many that I ran out of stock twice over.
It's good to know some good came from it.
You have to think, Mary. So many folk came to see Miss Eddowes off. The streets were full of them. Would they have done the same if not for this? Please, I ain't saying any of those women deserved what happened to them, but I've never seen people so nice. I am sure Miss Eddowes and the like would be smiling if they could see how kind they were treated after they were gone.
You really are the sweetest soul that ever lived, Kitty Whitlock.
And there's another thing, some news. I'm going to Essex.
What? Why?
My aunt lives in Chelmsford. She's a governess. When I wrote to her last, she said she was so proud of me writings that she'd love to teach me.
Oh, Kitty! Congratulations! I also have some news. I'm leaving too.
What? Why?
My little girl is waiting for me. I've been away too long.
You're going home? Oh, Mary, I can't be sad if you're going back to your daughter. I send you letters every month, Mary, I promise. I get right good at reading and writing.
I know you will. You're gonna do so good for yourself, Kitty.
And you, Mary. I'll send you a postcard.
Bless you, you silly girl.
Stay safe, Mary Kelly. I'll miss you.
I don't want to hear what you have to say, Magdalene.
Oh, it'd be another pair of shoes if you were telling me.
You're likely right. Go ahead.
What's a little shit like you doing here then? No work for the night? Did your date stand you up?
I'm yet to meet him, actually.
Who is it? An old toast cheating on his wife because he likes it up the bum?
Nothing like that, no. Just a very boring, very handsome gentleman. I'm not even getting paid.
Well, blow me down, Alexander Grant. Fancy seeing you smile like that over something so nice.
Perhaps I am a changed man.
Ooh, shame I won't be around to revel in it.
Are you going somewhere?
Ireland, if you must know.
I wish you the best, then.
Oh. Thank you, Alexander. Something has changed in you, Mr. Grant. I don't know what, but I'm not sure I like it. I'd call you almost human.
I'd have thought a whore would be more skilled at compliments than that, but I'll take what I can get.
That's more the man I know.
Let's say I've met a fellow who has brought out the gentleman in me.
Ooh, by being a gentleman in you?
Quite. It's a silly thing, love, don't you think? It always appears when you never expect it.
Are you in love?
I don't know. How about you ask Mr. Julac and let me know what he says? He seemed rather fond of me in bed last night. But you can never be too sure with a toff. Bon voyage, Mary Kelly.
You're out late, as usual.
What can I say, Miss Mary? I'm a man now. Don't just sup on small beer.
Oh, yes, I see. I'm sure your mam will love you coming home reeling and roaring.
Pa used to, and she didn't seem to mind.
I suppose she won't care too much now you're a working man. Oh, how's being a baker?
Ever so good, Miss Mary. Mr. Hopkins even put a step behind the counter for me to talk to customers.
Oh, I'm sure they must like that very much.
Oh, yes, Miss Mary. I've got all me manners. I always say me pleases and thanks.
You keep up the hard work now, you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. What is it, Miss Mary?
I need you to look after your mam, all right? Your mam and your sisters. You need to be a good lad and good things will happen to you.
Yes, Miss Mary.
You might not understand it, Charlie, but I have to go away for a little while and I don't know if I'll be back. So you need to be good, or a little bird will tell me and I'll know.
Why? Where are you going?
Home, little man. All the way across the sea on a big boat to see my little girl.
You're a ma?
I am. You can tell your mam. Tell her I'm sorry I couldn't visit more. You're a good lad. Behave yourself. I know you'll grow into a fine young man if you do.
I will. I promise. I'll miss you.
And I you, Charlie boy. Lord only knows how badly. Scenes of my childhood arise before my gaze, bringing recollections of bygone happy days. When down in the meadow in childhood I would roam, no one's left to cheer me now within that good old home. Father and mother, they have passed away. Sister and brother now lay beneath the clay. But while life does remain, to cheer me I'll retain this small violet I plucked from mother's grave. Can't help singing, missus. Care to join me in a verse?
No, thank you.
Fair enough. You to see someone?
Thought I'd come by and see how you are.
Oh, bless your heart. Come in. Never thought I'd see my baby again. I always hoped, though. No fucking chance I'll get any shut-eye tonight. What are you doing? You dropped something? No.
This didn't happen with the rest of them. Is it because you're the last? You're not like the others. But none of them were murdering whores. He weren't dead when you left him. He told me about the witch in the red shawl. I was going to cook him a nice stew. Once he got better, he would have praised God for saving him. How happy he could have been.
Mary, where are you off to in such a hurry? Fancy a drink?
No, thank you.
How sound this? We moved with haste through a labyrinth of narrow streets, till at last we came upon the preacher's lair.
Really, Delac, must... How funny.
Our bellies are not long filled. Surely your mood cannot have soured so quickly.
It's not that. Mary, I want to see her.
Whatever for? We shall bid her farewell on the morrow.
Please, Dulac. Something isn't right.
Very well.
Dulac, I smell monkshood.
Surely not. You are mistaken.
It leads to Miller's Court.
Miss Kelly, are you there?
I can see the fire still burns. Perhaps sleep overtook her. Mary? Dulac? What is it? What's wrong? Let me see! No, not her, not her, not her!
I do not understand. We stopped him. He was dead. We saw. Who has done this?
She was to see her child.
Fey! Where are you going? Come back!
Mary?
It's like the world's singing to me. There's such power.
You!
I can hear you properly now.
I don't understand. We killed him, Mary said so. She touched him and saw it.
He caught me that night when I went out for the kidney. I tried to explain it was to cure him of his sickness. That something done out of love can't be bad. He said I had the devil in me. I always had. There were others worse, though, because they knew the word of God and perverted it.
Fey! What is this?
It's her, Dulac. All of it. She was using the arcane to aid her brother, then took the power for herself once he was dead.
Her face.
I've got back what was taken from me. My life.
Women have died!
They have. And I don't pity them. Those car-faced bitches is the reason I was locked away. 10 years in that hell. Did they come and see me after I was out? Say they were sorry? All the ones I'd fixed! Nothing!
Mary was my friend.
Then do not let her sacrifice be in vain.
Dulac, if you wouldn't mind.
Brace yourself.
My God! Murder! Somebody call the police! The Ripper! He's real! I've seen him!
We need to get from the docks at once.
Bring her.
Little remains of her but bone. The tide here is fast. We should leave. Fey? I am sorry.
Don't. There is only one person who is owed those words. She is gone. A dead whore. That's all she is to them now.
We shall tell a different story.
I do not think that is enough anymore.
A keepsake, perhaps. Or an offering. It did not seem right to let it burn. Do you wish to say a few words?
I don't think I can.
But now farewell. I am going a long way with these thou seest, to the island valley of Avilion, where falls not hail, or rain, or any snow, nor ever wind blows loudly. But it lies deep-meadowed, happy, fair with orchard lawns and bowery hollows, crowned with summer sea. For I will heal me of my grievous wound. Ah! I could find only damp kindling. It oft makes for unruly fires.
Lac, look.
What are we seeing?
I can only think it is a vestige of Mary's power being released.
Where is this?
I recognize the forest. It is Camelot. Merlin.
It is when he cursed you. He is injured.
After our fight, he was weakened.
Nimue. Are those runes? She trapped him. No, it cannot be.
It was Nimue, from the very beginning.
But we asked the demon to show us Merlin.
The runes. Oh, she must have found a way to shield his location, but not the act itself. It was only my question that was wrong, Lac, so we were led to London instead. It is a terrible shock, I'm sure.
I grow used to them of late. It appears someone is in need of our help.
A good friend once told me it was the path chosen for us. I'm inclined to agree.
Well then, let us not keep Mother waiting.
I will never forget you, Mary Jane Kelly. Goodbye.